Hey there guys, today I'm going to show you how to make kits in photopea. This is part 3. Let's get into it. First, what we will do is have any browser, and you're going to want to search up photopea. Let's load for a sec. You want to search up photopea. Now, what you will do, drag it all the way to the start. Not that hard, just drag it all the way. Now you're going to want to click New Project, 600 by 600, then Create. Then you're going to go to File, Open and Place. Now I would recommend making a Textures folder for all your stuff, and also a Realistic folder for your realistic overlays and stuff. So I'm going to grab this, I'm going to grab this, I'm going to add them in. It's going to take a while because I'm recording right now. There you go. Now, see this? What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click here, but this is the blend mode settings. You're going to want to make sure you've selected the realistic overlay, and you're going to want to click multiply. So now, if you change the colour, so let's say this is the way you pick your colours. So let's say instead of white, I wanted to make Man United kit. I would grab maybe like a nice red. And what I would do is I go to Alright, I want to click Paint Bucket tool, which is right here. It's not showing Paint Bucket, it'll be showing Gradient tool. But just right click on it and then click Paint Bucket tool. Then just click anywhere on the screen while selecting the background, and boom, now you have a red kit. So let's say we are making a Man United kit. Now I'm going to teach you how to make textures. So what we will do is grab the rectangle tool. Now it might show ellipse or it might show something else. Just grab the rectangle tool. It should be second down from moving from the transform tool. Now you're going to zoom in by holding Alt on your keyboard and using your scroll wheel. Now what you're going to do is you're going to want to click this icon that looks like a folded piece of paper. Click it. Boom. Now you have a new layer. You're going to want to create a small line or maybe a box or something. For this, I think I'm going to create actually I'm really hard. Let's create like a decently thick box like this. Let's make it white, and let's fill it in like this. Now you want to click this again and click anywhere on the screen. Don't hold, because I'll do that. You want to click. Now you're going to want to grab this tool, and boom. Now you have this. Now you want to rotate it by holding near the edge until you see this icon right here, and then just rotating it. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to try and line up the rotation right here. I'm going to bring it nice and close. Actually, I nearly did that perfectly first try. Just going to want to try and line it up as well as you can. Right there looks perfect. So now you have a very easy and nice little white line on the shoulder. And what you're going to do is you're going to right click on that layer and click duplicate layer. You're going to grab it, you're going to bring it over here, and you're going to click edit, transform, then flip horizontally. Now it's not going to be perfect because the vrfs template is wrong for some reason. I think the devs messed up on that when they were making it. We're going to want to do the same thing, rotate it until it looks perfectly good. Let me just try and get that as good as possible. Yeah, that works. Then you're going to want to bring it in. This one isn't. Let's just bring it more. There you go. Now what you want to do is you're going to want to hold critical and select both of them. So you're going to want to do, so let's say you're already on this, you're going to want to click off that, click one of the layers, and hold critical, select the other one, right click, and go down to merge layers. Click that. Now they're both in one. They're not separate layers anymore. There's two there's the same layer. Now what we're going to be doing is we're going to be adding a collar. You're going to want to open and place, get a collar from your collar area. So I'm going to search up collar, get my collar. So you can also grab some collar lines, all that kind of stuff. I'd also recommend making a shadow for your collar. It makes it look just that bit better. Okay. Not collar lines, we don't really need that right now. Okay, so the collar, let's put a color overlay on it. To do a color overlay, you're going to want to double click, not on the name, not right here, in the space next to where the name is. So you're going to want to double click and click the checkbox color overlay. And yet again, don't click the name. Actually, you can click the name on this one. Just click in this box, not the check mark again, just the box. Then you're going to want to click this little box right here. You're going to want to select color. So this is your pre-used colors, the colors you've already been using. So you're going to click whichever one you wanted to use, choose your base color. If you want to make it a bit darker, put it down a bit darker, and boom, you have a darker color. I'm going to make this shadow a bit darker now, because why not? Right there. Hold on. Then after that, we're going to want to probably add like a sign for the side, maybe like a tyro, or anything like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a nice texture to put on. Maybe this roses texture. So if you want to scale it down, you're going to want to do this, or you can just hold Alt and it'll bring it down to its center. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do that. I'm going to use color overlay again. Then we're going to want to bring it to that color we used before. Duplicate. We're going to want to bring it up. Zoom as much as we can. We want to try to align this as perfectly as we can. Boom. And we want to merge those layers. Then we can do it again. Zoom in. Oops, accidentally clicked psych. So you're going to want to grab it. Bring it to its center. And boom. Now those two are combined again. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to do it. And now we'll do it for the side. It might be a bit harder to line up, but still try to line it up as well as you can. See right there? That works. Merge layers. I'm actually going to put it under this for now. And I'm going to copy and bring it all the way to the right. Now zoom in. Oops. Boom, now you have a nice little rose texture. Now let's say you're not liking this colour. You want to use colour overlay on it. Bring it back to its base colour, maybe make it a bit lighter instead. Maybe you want to do this instead. This one looked like the best kit. I'm just giving you guys an example on how to make kits. Like this video, this includes how to make textures, how to put in textures, how to move stuff. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Now I'm going to teach you a bit about raster masks. So let's put in a tyro. So I'm going to go for my tyro, then the tyro side part that I have. The side part, I'm going to do this. Make it nice and deep. And then this, I'm going to do the same. And I'm also going to add a stroke. What a stroke does is it basically puts an outline around it. Now this controls how many pixels you put. I'm going to put 1 pixel. But you might see that kind of looks ugly, and I must agree. So you would take the stroke off if you think it looks ugly. Now what you're going to do is you're going to select these and bring them all the way down. Okay, now what you want to do is you're going to want to take this, you're going to want to select the magic brush tool. No, magic one I meant. Now make sure your tyro looks like this. So it's enclosed. If it's open, If it's open with like a hole here, then it's not going to work. You're going to need it to be closed off. So it's kind of like a circle. If the circle has a hole, it's not going to be closed off. You need something like this. Then you want to use your magic wand tool, select the center, make sure the tolerance is high, because that will help. Now create a new layer. Actually, you don't really have to create a new layer. Now click the roses part, if that's the texture you're using. Now click this button, the little thing that looks like a box with a hole in it. Click that. Now boom. The texture is now only in this little in the tyro. Now we're gonna add some logos, and I'm gonna show you the best way to put on your logos. Let's go menu, logo, grab your menu logo, copy and paste. Whoops. Don't copy it into the tyro. Paste. And you're going to bring it down. Try and put it directly on the pack. If you want help with this, you can just get rid of everything else except that. And try and line it up as perfectly as you can. And bring it all back. Now let's say you want an Adidas logo next to it. Let's say it's an Adidas kit you're making. Adidas. Now you're gonna, whoops, put that back. I want to scroll it down. Oh, it's a decent size. It's on the other pec. And I would say make it white. Remember, you can't use direct black. If you use direct black, it will not blend. Like, let me show you with this. So let's say I wanted to do this. If you go direct black, you can't see the realistic overlay anymore. That doesn't work. You don't want to be doing that. Just don't use direct black. That's my only tip that I'm going to give you for that. So this isn't really a good kit that I've made. It's just like an example. Now if you want to save it, you're going to want to click File, Export as, PNG. Now I would suggest naming it so you don't lose it, like maybe Manu, Concept, Kit, Home, and then maybe a year like 2728 or something. It's like a futuristic kit. Then I would put W overlay if it has an overlay. I would put N overlay if it does not have an overlay. This is what it would look like without an overlay if you just turn the visibility off from this by clicking the little eye symbol next to it. And if you made a mistake, you can just use Critical Z or go like over here with the history thing. That's going to be it for today's video. A few more tips maybe. Don't leave this on. If auto select is on, don't leave it on. I want you're going to have to log into it or make an account and turn it off to save that preference. If you want to get a colour, I would use the eyedropper, but don't use it with all the realistic textures on. I would turn it off first, then I would use the colour picker. This tool, you don't really have to use it. Brush tool is very useful. Use smoothness 100, I would suggest, and symmetry tool vertical. This is if you want to like make collars or something, maybe like that, or just make any sort of collar you want, maybe like collar like that. If you want to make any sort of collar, just do that. And that's going to be it for today's video. And I guess just bye guys. See ya.